last one that I played was Rebirth. I talked about this a couple weeks ago on the podcast. This is Rebirth, Reiner Knizia's latest publication by Mighty Boards, and this came out in 2024. And I've talked about this before, but basically the whole action that you're trying to do is you're trying to take a chip and put it down on one of these hexagons. And you're trying to create bigger groups. You score bigger groups depending on your groupings of energy farms and food farms. You can take control of abbeys and castles to get you points at the end. This game is super simple, and I wish that I would have tabled it sooner. I was a little intimidated by the 1 hour playtime of this one. And I was like, man, is Rachel gonna sit through a 1 hour play of this game? So today I'm like, hey, I'm gonna teach you this game. It's gonna go pretty fast. All you have to do is pick a chip up, put it on a space with a matching symbol, and you're trying to create bigger and bigger groups. You're trying to control castles and whatever. Explain the rules very briefly. And we played it. The first play took maybe 40 minutes. Okay. Baby Gwen gets fussy, and so Rachel goes upstairs to take care of her. So I'm like, okay, and I sweep everything off the table. I pack it up. Box is closed. Rachel came back down. And she goes, "We're not playing again." That's the only review you need. That's the only review you need.
Wow.
Oh, she was ready to run it back. So then I forgot to set a timer the first time. I set a timer the second time, and I unboxed, set up, and we played this game 2-player in 30 minutes. So don't be intimidated by the 60 minutes. That's not real. Your decisions are super simple. You're just picking a chip up, secretly looking at the symbol on it, and then playing it. And so the board is broken down in these hexagons that have different symbols on them, either energy farms that have a lightning bolt, food farms that have a little like sprout looking thing, and then your settlements that are these outlined sections. And what you're doing is you're playing houses to those for like a area control majority to score points. Then when you place any symbol, any chip next to an abbey or a cathedral, which is the yellow spaces, you get to place one of your little cathedral pieces onto that space, and you draw a card with like in-game bonus objectives. And then if you have the majority around one of the castles, then you own the castle. You put a little castle token out there that's worth 5 points at the end. Yeah, super simple, super easy to teach. This game is it's like Cascadero if Cascadero was more enjoyable. It has easier decisions, way easier to teach. The scoring makes way more sense. The only thing you're missing out really is like you're missing the secondary decision of like traveling down the river that you find in Cascadero, Cascadito. But I really enjoy this one. This one's great. The game is actually pretty sustainable too. All these little tokens, or the tokens are made of like recycled material, and then the castles and stuff that you see are made out of. I wish I knew the process. I think it's called re-wood, where they take like wood shavings and stuff and they dye them, put them in like a press. So these are like giant wood pellets and like old cardboard scrap that they push together into these molds to make these little figures. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. This one's going to stick around for a while.
It's getting a sustainability medal, and I like brainstorming medals to give out. The Rachel Run It Back reward, or